All right, well, hey there, and welcome to this demonstration of Instrunet, um, an idea for an app that I had. This is an interactive prototype of sorts. My name is Joshua Stillman. So without further ado, we are going to move on here. So here we have the logo for Instrunet and a little opening animation and the tagline, as you can see. All right, and next it takes you to the home screen where you will have three primary options: Find Gear, Pro's Choice, and Sound Check. First, let's click on the first button, Find Gear. All right, and that takes us to the next screen where we can choose between what type of gear we will be looking for. I'm a drummer at heart, so let's take that route. Let's click on Drums. And this takes us to a subsection, the next section, and you can go back. You can click the back button if you want to select a different instrument. But we are here at the drum section, and it's asking if we want to look for a full drum set, cymbals, or if we're looking for a snare drum. And let's go ahead and pick the middle option. Let's click cymbals. And yet further index here, it asks what type of cymbal we are shopping around for. Let's click crash. We have the most options there. And the next option here is if you do have a brand preference, if you know you're looking for a specific brand, some people are just shopping around, they want to see all of them, you can click all or other. But here, let's look at Sabian's cymbal lineup. And that brings you to this screen where you have a horizontal scroll option to cycle through some Sabian crash cymbals. And if you notice, if we zoom in here, so you can see a little better, and if you click Add to Sound Check, okay, it says you added a 16-inch rock crash, and it tells us to add more gear to the sound check and then go back and hear how it sounds. So let's add another cymbal. Okay, yada yada, you added this to your sound check. Now go hear how it sounds. Okay, so we press the headphones in the upper right hand corner. You can press those at any screen to take you to your sound check screen. And it takes us there, and now you see two of the spots are filled with the items that you just placed there. So it's essentially like a shopping cart feature on Amazon or Best Buy or any online retail site where you can add items to a shopping cart. That is the idea behind the SoundCheck virtual space. And then let's see here, if you click on the music note next to it, you can hear how it sounds. So you can test out products before actually going to the store. That way you can know what type of gear you're looking for. And if you ever need to add more gear back to it, you'll notice at the sound check screen now the headphones that used to be in the upper right hand corner have changed to this new icon. It says add more gear, and it takes you right back to where you were, so you don't need to go through the whole index, selecting what type of cymbal, what brand, everything again. So that's pretty cool. It takes you right back to where you were. And I should mention it's pretty obvious, but there's the home button in the upper left-hand corner. If you press that, it will take you to the home screen with the initial three options listed once again. And of course, then you can click on Soundcheck and go straight to the soundboard. Let's go back to the home screen. There is one more thing I haven't discussed yet, and that is Pro's Choice. Since celebrity endorsement is not a new phenomenon, people like to know what their favorite drummers or favorite guitarists or favorite rock stars are using up on stage, and that recommendation can almost be enough for them to add it to their own gear. So here, you have the option, you have two horizontal scrolls. It's cycled by last name, alphabetical. As an example, in the section B, Travis Barker is a pretty popular drummer in today's pop culture. Most people know him, so we will use him as an example. And if we click on his name, that'll take us to his current gear lineup. And you have another horizontal scroll here where you can cycle through his gear. But here you also have the opportunity to add that to your soundboard as well. So you can add, for instance, let's add his piccolo snare drum. And then if we go back to the sound check, we can see that, yep, it's been added there. So now we can hit that and hear how that sounds. And then you can see if you want to add that to your lineup. If you're thinking about getting some new cymbals and you already have a snare drum is on here, you can add that in and see how the cymbals and snare sound together. You can sort of have an idea before you even go there. And also, I should mention at any point, if you hit the Guitar Center button at the bottom of the screen, that'll take you to this next screen, where if you have anything loaded in your sound check, it'll tell you where that gear can be purchased, any Guitar Center locations near you. And of course, you can always click the link to actually transfer you out of this app to the Guitar Center app. And that will automatically load the gear that you had in your soundcheck board to your shopping cart in Guitar Center. So you'll be able to see the prices. You will be able to order it online if you would like it shipped to you, or you can see where, what locations it's at. And yeah, you can go back to the app interface from there or exit the app and continue your shopping experience in Guitar Center. So I thank you very much for listening and for your attention here. If you have any ideas for improvement, please let me know. And yeah, thank you for your time.